Assalamu alaikum everybody. It's been 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks I think, since I did a video, so I felt some pressure to do a video. I started back to work, so I always get tired and worn out. Another reason I haven't done a lot of videos is what I'm going to talk about is, and this is a sacred day here, so maybe I should be talking about Islam actually. Today's a day of, please forgive my Arabic, day of Arafah, and it is supposedly the day of one of basically the last sermon by Muhammad, peace be upon him, and it's the second day of Hajj. So you know, it's 2 days of Hajj, and today everybody comes to the plain of Arafah where Muhammad did this did his last sermon. So that's what the Muslim world is doing today. Also, many people, it's an optional fast, but it's an optional fast today to supposedly forgive your sins for the whole year, basically. Kind of a loser this year. Like, I really go out of my way to be able to fast. Woke up this morning, completely forgot, drinking water from the get-go. I don't even know. Like, I should have been celebrating this. So tomorrow is Eid al-Adha, which is actually the bigger of the two Eids. The first Eid is Eid al-Fitr, which is the last day of, or the first day after Ramadan, and then Eid al-Adha is the last day, is the first day after Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca. In case anybody listening doesn't know what Hajj is. So that is what I should be discussing, and instead I'm going to talk about setting goals and organizing, because this is what I'm trying to teach myself right now. So I set several goals for myself because I don't know how many people are like this. I'm lazy at heart. People it's always blown my mind. People come to me and like tell me that I've inspired them, or they did this because of me, and you know, that I'm the person that they're looking to, and it kills me because I haven't, as far as I'm concerned, I don't do anything. But like I know, like I went to law school in my 30s, so in law school I was working my way through law school as a manager at a restaurant, and 2 of the teenager employees ended up going to law school and basically saying, you inspired us. Now I'm not even a lawyer now. Did the law school, got through law school with the kids. I'm not even a lawyer now. But the weirdest thing is these 2 people coming back to me and saying, I was inspired by you to go back to school and become a lawyer. Or one of them go back to school and the other one was in school and he decided to be a lawyer. So it's really strange to me because I am lazy at heart. I'm a fat person at heart. I'm not, I have trouble achieving my goals. I have a lot of trouble with depression. So I can achieve my goals for a while and then suddenly the depression sets in and I don't want to do anything. I don't know how many of you suffer from that besides me, but it's really difficult. So I set little minor goals for myself. This is the best way to reach your goals, especially if you suffer from depression issues. I had heard it before for Alcoholics Anonymous, where they say 1 day at a time. And what they mean by that is, for today I won't drink. In the case of an alcoholic, you know, today I won't drink. Tomorrow maybe I'll drink, but for today. And for people who are just getting off, they even say, for this hour, maybe after dinner, I'll have a drink. So I kind of do that with depression. If I'm horribly depressed to the point of suicidal, well, I can't kill myself today in the heat of passion. If I still feel like killing myself tomorrow, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. So that sounds really morbid, but this is what I do. So that is a way to combat depression and get on with my goals. So the other thing is setting goals, minor goal setting. I found out the past few weeks the best way to achieve all that I want to achieve is I make a list. Sometimes I don't knock off everything on the list. My list right now is, you know, and aside from working, eating, I don't think I need to put that in there. I shouldn't even need to put in praying, but I'll put in there making my 5 prayers. That's on my list. Like, each prayer is on that list because I'm like, okay, I didn't say I'm too depressed, life is worthless, I can't do this. Waking, because especially for Fajr. So waking up for Fajr, it's on my list. I woke up at 4:30 this morning and prayed. then the next thing that comes up on my list of my normal day is I take a yoga class in the morning. So the next thing is, you know, attend my yoga class. And then I have additional things, like I have a minimum that I have to read a chapter a day from the Quran is on my list. I'm reading Kashif Majub, I can't say it right, but it's the like one of the main treatises on Sufism by a saint from Lahore that has a shrine in Lahore. That was a gift from my fiance, and it's a lovely gift. I love reading this. So I have to read a chapter from that a day. I have to read minimum a chapter from the Quran a day. I try to read more than that, but that's my minimum. I have to read at least 20 pages of a different book. It can be academic, it can be a fiction, but at least 20 pages a day. I have to go out and run every evening. If I can't do the run, then I have, like, if it's pouring rain, then I have to go online and find an hour's worth of workouts, which is crazy because that really depends on my mood. Sometimes it's your hardcore cardio workouts. Sometimes I go on, there's a group called Pungra Fit, which is like, it's a Bhangra fitness group, and it's fun because my fiance is Punjabi, so I've always seen the videos of people dancing, so it's just kind of fun to learn that. But yeah, so that's my short list. I'm trying to think what else I always have on the list day to day. Oh, and I have to practice my Chinese for 15 minutes a day because I've been in this country for 2.5 years, and my Chinese is the level of a person who's been here 6 months to a year at the most. Definitely not the level of somebody who's been here for over 2 years. So that's one. I'm just seeing what is it in my list that I. And then of course there's other things like walking my dog. Walking a dog sounds like a gimme, but sometimes it's like, put that on the list or you're gonna forget to walk the dog. So I have this list. If I look at this list, I will not get anything done. Let me explain this to you. I'm like, I look at the list and what I have to tell myself is maybe I will not finish this list today. I don't feel like it. I feel depressed, or I feel tired, or I feel like overwhelmed. So I look at the list and say, this one. I can do this one thing right now. I might not get anything else done on this list, but I can go walk my dog, or I can go read one chapter of this Sufi book. You know, I can go read a few chapters of a fiction book. That's even a fun thing. So I have to set myself. If I cannot do anything else on this list today, let me do this one thing. Right? You do the one thing, mark it off. Let me do this one more thing. So right now I have all these crazy goals for myself. One of them is to get myself physically in shape. That's the yoga and the running. Another one is to get myself mentally in shape, which is the making sure I'm reading a lot. And also that goes back to the fitness too, because it's easier to get yourself mentally in the right place when you're healthy. And then spiritually, which is why I include all these Islamic readings into my routine. So I'm trying to improve all these things about myself that I feel are wrong or could be improved on. I shouldn't say they're not wrong, they're not bad, but that could be improved on. And if I have to look at a list, if I have to think I have to get all this done today, I'm doomed. The second I look at that whole list and say I have to get this all done today, I go into panic attacks, and that list might not get done. Maybe in an hour I can look at the list again and just look at one thing. Then the list will get done. But that's it. So that's the way I do it. And now I even include this one at a time, one day at a time, one thing at a time. I even include this when I'm running. So say, okay, I used to run like half marathons at home and like 5Ks and 10Ks and stuff. So I would be running a half marathon, which for those of you who don't run, that's 13.1 miles. So you run 13.1 miles, and mentally I cannot run 13.1 miles. You know what I can do? I can run 3 miles. Then I've already finished a third of the race or whatever, you know, or quarter, I guess it's a quarter. So at 3.5 miles, I'll say, oh my gosh, I'm a quarter of the way done already. Wow, that was easy. a little while in, I'll be like, half an hour? I've already ran a half an hour. You know, I can't say I've only got this more to go. That doesn't help me. It's accomplishing the next thing. It's not how much I have left to accomplish. So some people will be like, oh, you've only got 3 miles left, or you've only got, 5 miles left. That kills me. I cannot go from that point. I have to go from the point, what have I accomplished? So I have now ran 5 miles. I'm almost halfway there. I ran, so, and when I hit halfway, then I'm like, in just a few minutes, I'm gonna be 2/3 of the way there. And I really do this, and it sounds stupid sometimes, but I have to make myself focus on the individual things I am able to accomplish, or I cannot accomplish anything. Looking at my list, yay, I managed to wake up and do yoga. Yay, I managed to complete my 5 prayers for the day. Yay, I managed to learn new Arabic or new Chinese. I cannot accomplish anything if I focus on what I need to finish. I have to focus on what I have already finished. So if that helps anybody, I'm there. Like I said, I am not inspirational. I have done a lot of things with my life, but I have to fight myself every minute of every day. And honestly, with the amount of things I've done in my life, I should be more advanced in life. I should be in a higher position in life. So no, I am not saying I'm inspirational. Maybe people are inspired by how hard I try, even though I never get anywhere. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But if anything I've said today helps you accomplish things and feel better about yourself, I'm happy. Then I have inspired somebody, then I can live up to that title. So goodbye, everybody. Happy holidays. And I hope you enjoy your holidays if you're Muslim. If you're not, I still hope you enjoy the day. Just, it's not your holiday, okay? Bye, everybody.